Yo, welcome to videos nigga to send today. We're actually doing a video called The Brutal Humiliation of a Mid-Tier Comedian. Damn, mid-tier? That nigga Patrick CC talking about some crazy shit. Alright, back. Let's get straight into this shit. I know a little bit about this situation. Only thing I really know is this nigga's a fucking cock. You know what I mean? This nigga's on his Sneeko arc. You feel me? And that's all I need to know. Let's get straight into this shit.
This stand-up comedian is being humiliated in front of the entire world and does not know how to make it stop. Akash Singh is mostly known as being the sidekick to Andrew Schultz on the Flagrant podcast. His wife Jasleen recently started creating content that many feel is shocking or distasteful coming from a married woman.
Sometimes I get
be honest
so...
with you, I didn't know this nigga for that. What the fuck? Damn, nigga. Nah, this is just a hate video, gang. Damn, nigga. Man, this nigga going through too much already, gang. We gotta keep it P, nigga. This nigga's already being cucked, bro. Relax.
painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a
Alright, let's keep it up. Having your wife go on TikTok and say, I was popping my pussy. It's some crazy shit, nigga. God damn. I pray this shit never happens to me. Holy fuck. Hey, man. These girls who get control for the religion shit, bro, these bitches be wild.
roster of guys that I would rotate.
This is not a two-way street. This is a one-way street.
Damn.
His money is our money, and my money is my money.
And if you think those clips are bad, trust me, it gets so much worse. Like when she expressed how badly she wanted to sleep with her co-host's husband.
Would y'all ever have an orgy together with your husband? Priya, I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Now, my question is, why the friend rejected? You know what I mean? Man, if she was going to do this type of content, mud, you know what I mean? She should have just started an OF, nigga. Simple as that. Because she already embarrassing her nigga. You know what I mean? This nigga's already being embarrassed, mud. You might as well go to full strength, you know what I mean?
Orgy, because this couple is good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet, but wait till you fucking see.
He basically just said Akash's chop.
Him.
That's fucked.
Maybe. I just know that Nav's is like at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if
Or it's thick. It's thick.
Jasleen
Damn, nigga.
regularly romanticizes sleeping with other men, films her arguments with Akash to post on TikTok, brags about being a gold digger, and actively refuses to kiss her husband in public, not even during his proposal.
Oh my God.
This is the type of relationship that 99% of you watching pray you will never find
bro.
yourself in. But anyone who criticizes Jasleen and the potential harmful influence she may have on couples, she calls them incel red pillars. Then again, it's somewhat understandable considering sometimes the right message can come from the wrong messenger. Because Akash was actually warned by the Fresh and Fit podcast that he was going to find himself in this.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. Now, these niggas some lames. This nigga especially is a lame ass nigga. Let's just keep it a buck. But some of the things they say, 15%, they be saying, actually, maybe less than that, 10% of the things they say is factual. The other 90% is just them saying bullshit from their experiences that really don't mean fucking jack shit. But some of their experiences is also true. So, like, I'm not gonna pretend like they've never said anything that's not factual. And I hate when niggas do that. They've said things that are very true. But for the most part, most of the things they say is just bullshit that has nothing to do with real relationships. You know what I'm saying? And let me get some tips real quick. Bitch, I nigga need to get some food, bitch. Fuck. You want something? What you want, ma? You want a cookie or something? You know what, bro? I got you, bro. I got you with a cookie. What cookie you want, nigga? What cookie you want? You said you want a Reese's Pieces cookie. Nigga, that bitch got pecan in it. You dirty bitch. The fuck? Niggas be eating pecan fucking cookies now. Like, niggas is disgusting to me, bro. Nigga, lame ass nigga. You know what I got you with? I got you with the M&M cookie, bro. I got you with the M&M cookie. Tell me if this is good for you, man. We got some sea salt wedges with some Chipotle dipping sauce. If they don't give me my Chipotle dipping sauce, bitch, I need my money back. Period. White hot chocolate, make it a large, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? A dream cookie, mini M&Ms. Perfect checking. 20 10-bits multi-pack. And that is $30. Shout out to fucking Dory. I'm playing. It's $21. That's not bad. That's not bad. And guess what? $0 tip, bitch. Fuck. Nigga think I'm gonna give him a tip. Nigga, fuck out of her. I'm broke, nigga. Alright, but let's get back to this video.
This exact type of situation in the early.
This is gonna be a long video, so make sure y'all get food too. Make sure y'all get food too, because this should say 34 minutes. Just know I'm gonna make this in an hour. Period.
There was a digital uprising of self-proclaimed alpha males who claimed their traditional views of masculinity were directly conflicting with mainstream liberal ideology. Guys like Myron Gaines and Walter Weeks of the Fresh and Fit podcast got viral attention talking about traditional gender roles, relationship dynamics, and what being a real man is.
Mr. Myron
Even though Akash and Andrew host a comedy podcast, they often dabble in more serious, broader social commentary, which led to them inviting on the Fresh and Fit guys to discuss some of their views on masculinity and relationships, many of which Akash disagreed with. He was particularly bothered by this phrase or relation.
ChatGPT can now create website wire.
Hey, you fuck with a ho ho ho, nigga. Ho ho ho. Merry Christmas.
Relationship philosophy
very
that Fresh
festive,
and Fit
very
used
demure.
that said pimp or be pimped.
One person in the relationship, whoever cares
Also,
less,
I want to say sorry for the lag, but you're gonna have to take that.
has the leverage, and we want the guy to always care less.
We
want the man to always have the leverage.
Childish as
And you guys might not like hearing that,
childish.
but we truly feel.
I'm not.
that
These
you
aren't
have to-
new beliefs.
Look at this fucking frog smiling, bro. This dirty fucking frog. Ooh, I hate this nigga so much. Look at this dirty nigga, bro. Oh my god, bro. Nigga. Yeah, Marvin. Tell them. Dirty ass.
Bro,
nigga.
you're not telling me some none of us have ever heard. We all heard this from fraternity guys in college. I'm saying there's room in and I don't have a problem with a lot of the stuff you say. I just think there is room for growth. And you guys' refusal to acknowledge it almost kind of proves it to me, confirms it to me that you guys are not willing to grow right now. And that's fine. That's some ego shit.
Throughout the pod, Andrew seemed.
Now, my main thing is Akash. 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 What the fuck is on your feet, nigga? What the fuck are these? And you too, Andrew. You not safe. Now these not too bad though. You know, you matching with the shirt. You know, you matching with the plaid shirt. Fuck it. Myron, this nigga rocking some bullshit. But what the fuck is this, Akash? What the fuck is this? Ooh, I can see why your bitch be treating you like that, nigga. Nigga don't know the dress.
Throughout the pod, Andrew seemed to have no problem having a serious, calm conversation about someone else's worldview despite not fully agreeing with it. But Akash was clearly much more upset with what they were saying. Most of the podcast didn't feel like he was listening, but rather just waiting for his turn to speak and assert his own personal philosophy on dating. However, Fresh and Fit were mostly known to say outlandish and straight up disrespectful things about women on a regular basis. So most people naturally sided with Akash's view of equity and equality in relationships, as well as understood his general frustration towards these guys. What we would later discover is that the reality of Akash's own personal relationship reflected the exact situation that Fresh and Fit were trying to warn him about. But before we dive deeper, I want to talk about one of the most disturbing industries in America, data brokers. They provide reports like...
You're so lucky I was putting on my glasses, bitch, because that's the only way you caught me with this fucking ad, nigga. Oh, I knew you want to hit me with that, bitch.
Make
That's me.
Covered with ending relative CC. In those 2 weeks, Aura will get to work scrubbing your personal info off these data broker sites. I'm not leaving myself vulnerable, and you shouldn't either. Despite the episode ending relatively cordially, members of the Flagrant and Fresh and Fit podcast would trade shots at each other over the next few years. But tensions reached a boiling point when Myron of the Fresh and Fit podcast called out Akash and his wife Jasleen. He tweeted, Akash Singh tried to lecture me about women years ago. Here's his wife making a mockery of him and herself on a podcast.
Akash, my nigga, you set yourself up for failure, bro. You set yourself up for failure, bro.
And linked below was a full episode of the Main Character podcast hosted by Jasleen Singh and her friend Nahal Mawani. The women described their podcast as unfiltered girl talk and sells itself as being for the ones who live life like the plot revolves around them.
These are the bitches that peaked in high school and then got lucky. Oh my god. Oh my god. mean, yeah, you can hit me with the ironics, but like, at least I have a rich family. You can hit me with the ironics because I peaked in high school too, but at least I'm trying. You know what I mean? Goddamn. This shawty said, universal main character energy, unfiltered girl talk. 2 girls, 1 mic, 0 filters. Main character pod. With ones who live life, the plot revolves around them. Because it does. We're serving hot takes, hard truths, little dreams, like getting a threesome ran on me while having a husband. And a chaotic gun buzz of pop culture. Brown girl life, that's why I'm off thoughts. Because I was forced to be a brown girl. Mental health, marriage ups and downs, and just life. Because let's be real, we're all barely living. We're all barely surviving. Hey, bro, all I'm gonna say is, bro, this is her first time living, man. This is her first time living too, man. Man, this is her first time living, bro. Like, we all living for the first time, bro. Like, give her the... Man, come on, bro. We all living for the first time, bro.
Because it does. This description on the surface is relatively harmless, but once you take a closer look at the podcast itself, you see that this description is extremely accurate. 2 women who think they're the main characters of the world talking about themselves with absolutely no filter. One comment that stood out in this episode was where Jasleen discusses her and her husband's finances.
Man that doesn't want to have a joint bank account or isn't being transparent with his accounts or has separate accounts, that's a red flag.
Okay.
And
Separate accounts is not crazy. Doesn't want to join accounts. If you're married, I would say that's not like fairs. Like, if you have a problem with your man not wanting to join accounts when you're married, fairs. But like, being mad that he has a separate account is crazy, because that separate account could be for business. That separate account could be like, because I have a separate account. I don't use it, but I have a separate account. I have a credit card and I have 2 debit cards. And like, I don't think there's a problem with that. Like, well, how is that a problem? Like, there's no way you have a problem with your man having a separate account, especially as a nigga in the business that he's in the business where he has multiple sources of income. Some of them from business he owns, such as Flagrant, his podcast that he like, his shows that he does with Netflix, and you know what I mean? Like, he has a lot of sources of income, and maybe him having a separate account would be easier for him to like spend money to save tax. Like, whatever, it don't matter. Whatever.
say it again because I know
you get what I'm saying, though.
Already like incel troll mother.
Damn,
this
incel.
is not a 2-way street. This is a 1-way street. His money is our money, and my money.
Make sure you like you make sure you take out that you know what I mean, because you got to make sure, like, you know, Patrick CC did it, so we got to do it too.
Really, nigga?
Is my money. And look, have I only made $600 from content creating?
Wow, it went up $100 from last week.
But that's my money. Okay?
Hey, girl, period. It's your money. So make sure you use your money when you're hungry and want to buy some food. Bitch, you will buy your food with your money, bitch. You know what I mean? You can barely buy food with that, nigga. What are we talking about? She go out to eat every single day, nigga. She gonna spend that shit within a week. You know what I mean? I want you to know, nigga, when I was in high school, I was spending like $600 plus on food alone. So that kind of shows you. You know what I mean? Like, that $600 is nothing, nigga. I was in high school making more than that, nigga. The fuck?
So just so we're clear, no, that's actually a red flag, because I know so many girls in my life personally that have been with guys that weren't transparent about money, and they ended up being terrible in other aspects, and like people ended up breaking up in divorces, etc., etc. So that is actually my number one. They must be generous with their finances from day.
If you're not giving me your money, I don't want it.
Jasleen is not a celebrity by any means. She does not have a job of her own and has only been able to build her internet following thanks to her husband supplementing her lifestyle. And this is not a dig at her at all. She talks about this a lot in her content, and some even think she brags about it.
Okay, hi, my name is Jasleen, and these are things that I do as a stay-at-home wife. I don't do.
Damn, she making a video on what she doesn't do. Golly. Are we gonna name the 6, 7 C's, mod? Like, goddamn, we know you don't do shit. So
I don't cook.
You don't cook, you don't clean, but let me tell you, I don't suck no dick. Like, damn, bitch, I know what you don't do. We know what you don't do. You not like that one song. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this green. Well, let me go. No. You don't do none of that shit. You don't gobble him. You don't swallow him, and you don't give him that gush, nigga. The fuck? You don't give him that nothing. Come on, y'all, nigga. Come on, man. She get me mad, nigga. You not busting nothing in you.
I don't clean. And I don't do my husband's laundry. I feel that I don't have to do things to justify or prove my worth, that I'm allowed to do this.
Now, some may interpret this as just jokes, but she also frequently posts.
I think that's fair. If she actually had a fucking job, bro.
Posts day in my life videos where she romanticizes her routine of doing essentially nothing all day long.
I actually do this. I just do this. Like, I sit here.
Damn.
This.
Now, if this is the agreement this couple has in their relationship, then that's fine.
I can't talk, but to be fair, I go to school. But like, damn, she really just sits down and says, how can I ruin Akash's life more? How can I make more money from this and ruin his life simultaneously? Even though I'm ruining his life right now and I'm only making $600. How about this? I'll make him look like a cuck.
Fine. It is what it is. Being a stay-at-home wife or mother is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of.
Go cuck. Hold on. Let me see the cut. Hit that dance again.
Now, if this is the agreement this couple has in their relationship, then that's fine. It is what it is. Being a stay-at-home wife or mother is absolutely nothing to be ashamed of. But it's the aggressive tone and entitlement she gives off that has earned her the label of a gold digger, something that she subtly implies to be.
Now, like, people are like, oh, that's gold digging, or that's something. No, it's not.
Okay, then I'm digging.
Yeah.
If that wasn't bad enough, Ghislaine frequently discusses other men that she would like to cheat on her husband with.
I never watched that show, but like, he's on my hall pass list.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi.
Let me see if that's fair. Chase Crawford. Okay, he's 40? Huh. Bitch, you fair. Hell, we talk about. Yeah, me. I mean, that's fair, buddy. That's fair, nigga. How do I tell you?
Austin.
Hey, that's fair, nigga. That's fair, gang.
He's on my hall.
I guarantee you, Akash found out that his girl cheated on him with Chase Crawford. He might be like, oh my God, how did it taste? How did it taste? You sucked the deep stick. How did it taste?
Oh, yeah.
Chase Crawford, Jacob Elordi.
Jacob Elordi. Let me see how this nigga look. Jacob. Hey, can I say something? She at least have good taste in men. You know what I mean? Damn, this nigga fine shit. God damn, is it Superman? Golly, that nigga, hey, man, I think Akash would be very happy if his wife cheated on him with these niggas, man. Hey, man.
Austin Butler.
Okay, yeah, that nigga, I can tell Austin Butler got a fucking six-pack of that. I can tell. Okay, I don't know. Obviously, he look good. He's an attractive male, but I don't know if I don't know. That nigga head long as shit. He kind of look like Justin Bieber on crack. That's not even funny. That's not even funny. I promise. That's not even funny. That's not even funny. That's not even funny. That's not even funny. That's not funny.
Now, some people see the whole celebrity crush thing as unserious because the celebrity feels so distant, so unreachable, that it's basically the same thing as fantasizing about a fictional character. Like, it's not really cheating because in their minds, the situation is so unrealistic that it becomes harmless. Others see this as straight up openly admitting they'd hook up with someone else that wasn't their husband because celebrities are just people too, after all.
Him in that movie, like, did kind of, like, rewire my sexual.
But is that your type, Ranbir Kapoor?
Not anymore, but
like basically what I'm seeing from this is that she likes white men. So, never mind. Let me stop.
So hot and tall, and he's like Mera Naam Bunny, like Bugs Bunny, you know?
I want you to know that one look away she did. She instantaneously, in 1 second, imagined him fucking her.
Like, rewire my sexual.
But is that your type, Ranbir Kapoor?
Not anymore, but like he was so hot and tall, and he's like.
She just thought about it. She just thought about him like rubbing on her right there. He's like and locked back
Bunny,
in.
like Bugs Bunny. You know?
What she was saying when he's so hot and tall. But
But Ghislaine didn't just openly fantasize about sleeping with other famous men.
Man.
She quite literally admitted to wanting to sleep with her co-host husband, Nav.
And I'm not gonna be disrespectful, bitch, but that nigga really don't look that much better than Akash.
I'll ever have an together with your husband.
Rhea, I'm active.
Bro, like, all I'm gonna say is he don't look that much better than Akash because all Akash really had to do is hit that gym, get some muscles on him, and he damn near gonna look close to the same as this nigga.
Trying to have an because this couple is good looking, and you haven't seen Nav yet. But wait till you see him. His body goes crazy.
Period.
His face card always slays.
Slay
never
it.
declines. And it's kind of weird because I'm talking about your husband.
No, I kind of love it, but I'm like, us for it?
Love it.
Okay, maybe.
I just know that Nav's
Us for.
is like,
Hey, bro, it sounds like they trying to run a foursome. You know what I'm saying? They trying to run an orgy. And all I'm gonna say is, hey, man, it's not that far off of what niggas do in Hollywood, man. Fairs. Hey, bro, if it's like, oh, her husband fucks on her, and then Akash fucks on her, and then it's flipped and then flipped and flipped and flipped, then hey, bro, fairs. That's what it seemed like. Both of that's what it seemed like she trying to do, but it seemed like she just trying to fuck her husband.
at least 10 inches.
You would only be down for an orgy if
Or
we did
it's
it.
thick. It's thick.
The original question
He would
was
only be down for an orgy if what? If what? Nah, come on, bro.
the joke about all four of them sleeping together. However, Ghislaine only talks about Nav
Yeah, that's
and never
crazy.
mentions her own husband, even excluding him from the hypothetical and
You know what I'm
about
thinking? You know what I'm starting to think? I'm starting to think Akash don't got no manhood. Yeah, man. I'm thinking that nigga got ED, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way. That's the only way she moving like this, gang. That's the only way she moving like this. This nigga is either he either got ED or this nigga's not pleasuring her. It's one or the other, gang. Because if that nigga was laying down pipe like he's supposed to, then she would not be having these thoughts. She would only be infatuated with that nigga cock. You know what I'm saying?
three-person situation. Nahal clearly attempts to steer the conversation back to the dynamic being four people to respect Akash, while Ghislaine continues to fantasize about Nav. Once again, you could argue that Ghislaine is just joking. But when you joke about something over and over again, especially in a short period of time,
if you joke about something 10 times, just know every time you joke about it, there's a little truth in it. So the more you joke about it, the more truth comes out.
you start to wonder if there's a little bit of truth to that. Even while talking about her husband in a positive light, Ghislaine...
If I say I love my girl calling me nigga, hey, bro, it's a joke, but there is a little truth to it. What the fuck am I doing?
can't help but imply that Nav is a better husband than her own. To make matters worse, only minutes later in the podcast,
I'm sorry for anybody eating food, bro, because I just showed you my tongue.
bring their husbands on, where Akash is forced to sit next to the man his wife was just fantasizing about having sex with. And she once again brings up having a threesome with Nahal and Nav while Akash is sitting.
This nigga does look better than Akash, but not that much better. The only difference is that he's taller than Akash. Let's keep it a buck. This nigga is like a younger version of Akash. He don't even look that much different. He don't look that much different from the nigga, bro. He just look more chiseled. That's really it, bro. I'm gonna keep it a buck, gang. Like, Akash, just hit the gym. Hopefully your dick get bigger when you hit the gym. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get a little bit more length in that bitch. You feel me? And lay down the pipe, gang, and then she might be like, oh my god. Matter of fact, you know what you need to do? Cheat on your girl, learn how to have sex with another bitch, bring it up, whip your dick out on the table, and tell her, go down on your knees. And if she don't go down on your knees, then you're cooked, gang. You know what I mean? Just break up with her.
Right there.
I'm a hustler who scams a little bit.
Ooh.
I'm not a scammer
I'm
who
not
hustles.
gonna lie,
That's so
was
high.
sexy, and that's why I'm actively trying to have an orgy.
Even at the end
that's
of the
good.
episode,
That's a good
Jasmine
reason.
once again, completely unprovoked, states that she wants to sleep with Nav.
Being on the main character pod, we love you, we hate you,
I guess
we respect
we
you.
love you, but I actually love you in one of all of
You would be hard-pressed to make a compelling argument that Ghislaine is only joking when she brought up this
Why
topic
she smiling
multiple
like that?
times.
She looking at this nigga
there's
too.
one
Look,
AI
all I'm gonna say is, bro, she's looking at this nigga too infatuated. A nigga like me, I would look at my bitch like these. I'm gonna hit her with these. I'm gonna hit her with a dead eyes. Say what your dead, nigga. New York City. I'm gonna hit her with a dead eyes. Nah, this how I'm gonna look at this how I'm gonna look at my girl. She says some shit like this in front of me. And that's why I wanna have sex with you, huh? What you say? That makes me crying, bro. Cause this nigga dead be this nigga's eyes dead be showing shit, gang. This nigga eyes dead be showing shit, bro. Now, let me see if I can get a better picture, bro. Yo, I wish this was high quality, bro, because dead as this nigga is dead. Yo, this nigga dead be having me crying, bro. Yo. No, bro, this nigga dead is not real, bro. Where my dad's, nigga?
When we get to hear from Akash directly about his perspective.
How she shut down with no teeth? Huh? No, cause bro, when bad bitch give me some she don't get no teeth, nigga.
Of their relationship, you almost get this sense of relief from him that he finally can express how he really feels about Gisleen's behavior.
When she's running 2 hours late to a dinner reservation that I worked really hard to get, and then I'm like, baby, we're running late, and she's like, are you kidding me? Do you know? I don't give a if we're late to this dinner. They're lucky to have us. And I'm like, oh, that's what we're doing. #1 restaurant in the New York Times. You know how hard a reservation
she's like, call them right now. Call them right now. This is not a
5 more minutes.
I'm not even
My food's almost here.
joking. This is how main characters.
Are you done with your food? This is how main characters act. No. Let me tell you something right now. Main characters don't act like they own the world. The world gives them everything they want. Not because they feel like they own the world, but because the world is always on their side. You're not the main character if the world's not on your side. And clearly, the world's not on your side.
Character I am, I was like,
that niggas don't like you.
Will be lucky that I would grace them with my presence tonight.
Oh my god, you're a main
Gisleen
character.
seems to think that being the main character means being as entitled and rude as possible, with no regard for anyone else's personal feelings. Stories like these demonstrate that Gisleen's selfish demeanor
at least we can admit that she's a bad bitch, though.
Isn't just played up for laughs on a podcast, but exists within her real life as well.
Don't look
Akash
at this,
comes
bro.
off visibly frustrated when talking about his wife's toxic behavior, turning it into a therapy session for him where he can finally let out his pent-up rage.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel.
Why
I
you look
work,
so surprised?
And I'm very blessed to do what I do.
This nigga said. Look at this nigga fucking face. Nigga he's so expressive. He's so expressive.
Rage.
When I say I'm tired, she can't just let me be tired. I travel. I work, and I'm very blessed to do what I do.
He also has really bad insomnia.
I have
It's
really
like a
bad
known
insomnia.
thing.
I work 335 days a year. I'm so blessed to do what I do. This is not a complaint. But when I tell my wife I'm tired, I want her to say, I'm sorry, baby. I understand. That must be exhausting, buying me all these things. Instead, she goes, so am I. And if I dare open my mouth to go, what the did you do that made you tired? Now it's a problem. Now it's a fight. So I gotta sit there.
I went to Pilates.
Oh,
This nigga's for real. Yo. This nigga hasn't breaking the smile yet, gang.
Now, there definitely is a humorous delivery to the story that Akash is telling, but it does seem to be rooted in genuine problems he has with his relationship. Gisleen displays an extremely selfish and entitled mindset, both on the podcast and in their real life.
got merch?
Are we really meant to believe that all of this is just funny, just jokes? Well, ironically, that's basically how Akash justifies putting up with this behavior.
It's adorable when she does these things. Like, I just
so you
look
treat her
at
like a
it
child.
and here's the rule in our marriage. It's been unspoken, but now we're just saying it now that we're both making content. If it's funny, we're good. Like, if it's funny, and if it's not funny and it hurt the other person's feelings, you apologize, you move on.
Any logical person understands this is an extremely slippery slope, because literally anything can be passed off as a joke or an attempt to make a joke. Like this video she posted to TikTok, where you can hear them both chuckling from time to time, but it's clear they are both frustrated and quite literally just documenting themselves having an argument.
Do you know what my husband just tried to do to me?
Yeah.
We're leaving. Shut up. We're leaving in Paris.
Shut
in 5
up.
hours, so
Good joke.
tensions are a little high. Yeah. We also just redid our closet.
This is all her closet.
Nigga, let's just see a fun nigga standing like a bad bitch. Why you standing like that, though? This nigga said.
She took the whole closet.
Which we already agreed upon.
Hold on.
She's saying she doesn't have no space.
And now I'm saying I don't have space for all my. I don't have space for. Can you guys show?
Yeah.
I don't have space for all my Indian suits because I like my dresses spaced out. Do you know what Akash just did?
Here you go. Watch this. Oh my God.
I'm not doing
Look how
that.
much space exists.
I'm not doing that.
She said, I'm not doing that. Like, that means. What am I doing? What is that?
So what do you want to do?
Bro.
You want to buy a separate house with all hanger space?
No.
In another video, she documents her being stressed out about packing for a lavish
Man, she
vacation
is so
in the wealthiest area of America, which
privileged.
is only a 3-hour
Ironic, but
drive from their apartment.
Okay, so
I'm a
me and
different
my
type of
husband
privilege.
are supposed to leave tonight to go to the Hamptons for 2 weeks, and I haven't even packed anything
Oh
yet.
my god,
so
bro!
I
How
was
about
just
you get a
like,
task rabbit, man?
I'm really stressed. Like, I don't want to go tonight because I still have to pack. I haven't even started. I have to finish my laundry.
Really, I know this is a really hard day. What'd you do again?
Nothing.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
I had a mani-pedi.
Oh, wow, that's so stressful.
Wait, and I had a massage.
It's how stressful to go to the Hamptons for 2 weeks. The Hamptons, Hawaii.
Akash puts up with Jaslene's self
Gang. How about you go pack right now before you start making that TikTok? Oh, I need a pack right now, and I'm being stressful. I'm tired. I don't even want to go tonight. Nigga, you know what I do? When I gotta pack and I gotta leave the next day, you know what I do? I just throw clothes in that bitch. I don't need a pack. That shit. If I'm going there for a week, I put 7 to 8 underwears, depending on how much I plan on showering. And then I put like 4 shirts because I mean, hey man, I'm a nigga. Niggas don't need to wear that much shirts. You know what I'm saying? And then I might put like 2 pads. You feel me? And we're good, bro. Because for the most part, the craziest part too is probably she's gonna go there and then buy more clothes. So like that's what I think of. Like I go there thinking that I'm probably gonna buy at least like 2 or 3 shirts, maybe a pad or something. You know what I'm saying? And I'm probably gonna come back with a lot of games because that's the last time I went out somewhere and I traveled. I mean I didn't pay for it. You know what I mean? But we did buy some. Like I bought Terraria. That's when I fell in love with Terraria. Oh, I need to play Terraria, bro. Oh my god, I might play Terraria. Oh my god, it's a movie.
selfish behavior and entitlement because he thinks they are just cute jokes. But it clearly isn't just jokes. Jasleen even says that Akash's birthday is her least favorite day of the year because it's the only day she can't be mean to him.
Okay, May the 4th is Akash's birthday. And
May the 4th be with you.
That's not even funny jokes, but that's just weird to me, gang. That's not even funny, bro. Imagine your girl said this to you. My least favorite day of the entire year, not when something bad happens, it's when I have to be nice to my husband. No cap. If I was in a relationship with a girl for a very long time, that would make me cry. I'm not even
every
joking.
year I dread it because I have to be nice.
Oh, my food's here. I'll be
the
back. I will be back. Hopefully your food's not done either, because I'm about to eat my food. I hope you're not hungry. If you don't want to see me unbox my food, skip here. First of all, we got a white hot chocolate. Let me give it a little taste test. Warm, sweet, delicious. A 20 box of Timbits. Let's see if they hold us. You know, if you from Toronto, you know that the only way to hold a nigga when you get them Timbits is if you give them plain fucking Timbits. And looking at the time, it's a little late. Not that late, but it's a little late. So that means they might be low on the good Timbits. Let's see. It's not as bad as you probably think, but like God, look how many plain Timbits they gave a nigga. Can you see that? Look how many plain Timbits they gave a nigga, bro. And this is just the top. I see more in the fucking bottom. Bitch, these niggas hoeing. These niggas hoeing, bro. I mean, that shit's not that bad. It's like 4 or 5 of them. And they got me the blueberry filled ones. These bitches taste kind of stale, nigga. Bang. Then we got the M&M. This one for y'all, chat. This one for y'all. Put my hands on that bit. They want for you. You want a bite? Take a bite, baby. Damn, you took a little bite, nigga. You little ass nigga. Little mouth ass nigga. How that bitch taste? Good, yeah, fine. Last but not least, they actually gave the sauce. They hooked the nigga up. And they gave us some wedges. Banger. Banger. I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is the best combination to get. You get some wedges, and then you get the chipotle dip. Bang, nigga. Then I thought I could catch it. Alright. I'm ready. Oh, I just spilled it. Let me get back. I put that in the air fryer for a little bit. Put a little bit in the air fryer.
All day, and I have to get him something.
Sorry
and
to
I
wait.
have to also be nice and do like acts of kindness.
She's really not okay with it. She said that twice.
She's really not okay with it.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, it's really hard.
Damn,
her,
it's hard to be nice.
For me.
She needs to just,
Listen, I'm just used to being treated like a princess all day, every day. So that one day that I don't.
Oh, what torture.
Ooh, I love
Akash is the Indian Will Smith. Bro, Akash married the girl Fresh and Fit warned you not to marry. She's the embodiment of what Fresh and Fit said to avoid. Akash is rejected.
I mean, no. Fresh and Fit just says to avoid every woman. Essentially. That's essentially what they say. Essentially. I'm not even wrong. But some of their characteristics are correct in that you should avoid certain women that are... I don't know.
Of Fresh and Fit's ideology now looked more like a defensive response born out of insecurity, considering her previous comments about her cheating on her husband, the unapologetically
Whoa. I don't think she ever said she cheated on her husband. I just think she said she would. I don't know if that's any better, but I mean, that counts for something, right?
Lifestyle that he funds, and the clear, unsettling tension she has with Akash made many question what her true motives were in the relationship. Many viewed Jasleen as a gold digger who had no actual emotional or romantic tie to the man that she married, and these sentiments would only grow stronger as people took notice of a very strange pattern of behavior, that being her tendency to avoid kissing Akash, and even straight up dodging his kisses when he tries to initiate.
I don't know. Crazy. Then she's a good liar.
Weave.
That's a friend that
bit on her ear.
And this was not just a one-time occurrence.
Oh my god, nigga! I would look at this video and be like, oh my. I would look at this video if I was Akash and be like, bro, I don't want to be in this girl relationship.
Is when he tries to
nigga gave her a kiss and she said, you see her face change, nigga? You see her trying to hold back the disgust in her fucking face? Like, yo,
I don't know.
She's a good liar.
Look at her face. Look at her face.
That's a friend that lies for you.
She a little smiley a little bit, look a little awkward, and then she's like.
And this was not just a one-time occurrence. Entire compilations have been created showing just how often Jasleen avoids kissing her own husband. To make matters worse, not only did she dodge a kiss from Akash during their marriage proposal, but she also dodged his kiss a second time when he proposed to have their vows renewed. But Jasleen says it's nothing
what is a renewed
more than
vow
her
mean?
being uncomfortable with public displays of affection.
I'll also respond to the people saying I don't like my husband because I turned away from a kiss. I've never liked PDA, physical touch. I find it really overstimulating. And so it's something I actually work through with my husband because that's his love language.
Now, having issues with PDA are extremely common. However, it is worth considering all of the other things Jasleen has no problem doing on camera. She's constantly talking about sex on her podcast and on her TikTok.
You telling me that she loved getting her shit? What the fuck is this pose?
Not to mention the fact that she posted an entire video where she...
This video... I didn't see the uncensored version, but this video in general being out there is so insane to me, bro. So insane to me, bro. Deadass, bro. That's why I said she might as well. She should have just done OF, my nigga. Cause hey, man, fuck. At least she
is clearly not wearing any pants, getting treatment for a bruise she got during. And as if it couldn't get worse, she also flirts with the doctor.
Also, I heard you're single. Is that true?
We're gonna go back to treating.
So she has no problem posting herself having very graphic conversations, half-naked videos of herself, and flirting with other men, but she draws the line at giving her own husband a kiss. Just doesn't really make sense. Not only did Jasleen look extremely shady, it now seemed like she was perfectly comfortable with lying about her relationship to make herself look better. And it turns out she wasn't just lying to her small audience, she was also lying to her own husband as well. Now, Jasleen constantly claiming that she has main character energy is particularly interesting. This is supposed to mean that you are liberated from others' judgment and confident in yourself. But for some, saying you have main
I think my shit done. I think my wedge is done, man. So I hope y'all got your food too, man.
Energy is just an acceptable way to admit that you are a narcissist, and narcissists tend to lie about everything, which is why many refused to believe Ghislaine when she said that she was a virgin before meeting Akash. Akash has previously stated that he and Ghislaine were both virgins before they met.
My wife also hadn't had any partners, so that helped us connect a lot more.
Now, let me ask you this: do you believe her?
If you've seen her, then it's hard to believe. Yeah. I remember I was just like, what?
Ghislaine, in a separate podcast, made the same statement.
I was at the point where I was.
So she was a virgin popping her pussy in college? Bitch, make it make sense.
Ready? Because I don't know if you told her. Because I was.
Oh, no, I didn't know you were a virgin too.
So I was a virgin too when I met him.
However, posts made by Ghislaine herself tell a completely different story, like the one where she reminisces on the days she spent in college, passing herself around to other men.
Sometimes I get so painfully nostalgic for college. So for context, I went to college from 2011 to 2016. I was popping my and living my best life in these white boy frat houses, and I had a roster of guys that I would rotate.
Now, technically, she doesn't say that she was sleeping with them, but it is heavily implied. And despite many feeling like they caught her in a lie, she's surprisingly...
I'm confused though. How do you have a roster and you weren't fucking them? You were just kissing niggas? You were just kissing mad niggas? That's wild to me. And you know, this is probably very backwards, but I would fuck a bitch before I kiss her.
He doubled down in a response to the criticism, claiming that she did in fact lose her virginity to Akash. Even though Ghislaine has disabled the comments on her social media, preventing anyone from criticizing her on her own page, she still sees the backlash, and her justification for acting the way she does online just makes everything so much worse. Ghislaine has made a few public responses on her TikTok where she claims that she is being cancelled, which is funny because she has nothing to be cancelled from.
Exactly. She had no motion. You know when she gonna really notice some shit actually hurting? When she look on Akash's account and realize that he's making less money. And then she gonna be like, why is he making less money? Bitch, you were the problem.
She has
I doubt that's ever gonna happen. But if it does happen, that's when she gonna realize that she needs to mute up and be quiet.
Show to be fired from, no brand deal to lose, no job, no platform that anyone could realistically take away from her. In the last few years, cancel culture has become such a buzzword that people will use as a shield against any form of criticism. If an influencer or celebrity frames their criticism as, oh, they're just trying to cancel me, a certain group of viewers will immediately jump to their defense without doing any research. They hear the word cancel and assume it's just another example of people online trying to ruin someone's life for no reason. But Ghislaine is the one who decided to blurt out all of this stuff about her relationship for the internet, and she's being criticized for it. It's that simple. But she mostly chalks up all the negative attention to just coming from red pillars and incels trying to cancel her because she doesn't fit the traditional wife role.
When you're a simple...
You know how many women don't fit that traditional wife role? A lot. Now, granted, some of them do get a lot of shit. But I would say there's a lot of women in that position that they don't get canceled. They just get hated on. But cancel is a strong word. Like back in the day, when a nigga was getting canceled or they were saying they were getting canceled, that shit really meant something. You know what I mean? Like when niggas were saying, yo, bro, Shane Dawson was getting canceled, that shit meant something. That shit wasn't just like, oh yeah, niggas just talking shit and just gonna blow over in 2 or 3 days. That shit meant something. That shit was really like, yo, bro, his career might be done. That was like career debilitating shit, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That shit was like, yo, bro, you might have to disappear off the face of the internet, gang. That's the type of shit niggas who used to be when they were talking about canceling. Now it's just, you get a little bit of hate, like, oh nah, you said some weird shit about your husband. Now it's, oh yeah, you're getting canceled. What, nigga? But again, cancel from what? First of all, and two, it's like, niggas not really gonna cancel you. You won't, to be honest, you're gonna gain more viewers because you're being canceled. You're not being canceled. You're just a beast that you caused yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not canceling. Because that's the difference, though. Like, niggas, canceling will try and get you off the face of the internet. Niggas aren't trying to get you off the face of the internet. Niggas are just trying to make Akash open their eyes. I think that's what people are trying to do. But, yeah, bro. If you consider canceling, I mean, you can't tell somebody their opinion is wrong. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Little boy, it just breaks their brain that a girl can like just be loved for simply existing. My husband loves me for simply existing.
I'm not gonna say no.
I don't have to cook or clean to justify my worth.
Now, nobody is saying that she needs to cook and clean and fit some 1950s idea of a trad wife to have value. The issue is that publicly romanticizing other men, joking about cheating, and openly fantasizing about life before your husband isn't empowerment, it's disrespect. It's not about gender roles, it's about basic partnership and companionship. And her mentality and behavior influencing others is potentially harmful to...
Like, all I can say is, you can tell she never grew past being 19. Never. She hit 19, went to college, and peaked. And never grew past it. It's so apparent, bro. Very apparent, bro. Very, very apparent. And you can tell that in high school she was very, very babied. Anything she wanted, she probably got.
Relationships or even single people all around the world. Her second response came a few days later, after people had thoroughly scrubbed through her digital footprint. Ghislaine should have realized at this point that it was more than just incels coming after her, but she does make an interesting point about the criticism she was receiving.
Why are you mad if me and my husband are cool with each other, if we both make jokes at each other's expense? The difference is my husband will go on stage and say whatever the he wants about me. No one has anything to say. It's like, oh my God, it's so funny, it's so relatable. But then I come on TikTok and I make jokes and now you have a problem? Because I don't have a mic in my hand?
Ironically, yes. If she did have a microphone in her hand, it would be way different. If she was trying to make it as a stand-up comic and her material focused around her being a gold digger or cheating on her husband, people would likely assume that she's being self-deprecating and not to take her as seriously. Because when you are on stage with a mic, people understand that it is a form of performance art that was thought about, written, practiced, and perfected over time. But she isn't selling herself as a comedian. Her podcast is branded as unfiltered girl talk, which implies that Ghislaine
I think that's the problem. Yeah, fine. I agree with what you're saying right now. It's the branding that's the problem. You can't brand yourself as someone who's going to speak your truth and get mad at people for taking your jokes as truth. Like, I want you to know, every time I go make a video, I say I'm joking. Now, there's truth to some things I say, but I'm still joking because I'm just dragging, right? But if I was coming on this shit saying, yo, everything I say is serious, and then I'm really saying some bullshit, I can get mad at niggas for not understanding that I'm joking because I'm telling you I'm gonna be serious. You know what I mean? And I understand that you can't get mad at that shit, bro. You can't get mad at that shit.
Offering her honest thoughts and feelings while present. Not to mention that the same things she tries to pass off as jokes, she also attempts to justify as valid opinions she genuinely has. Also, her TikTok is quite literally a behind-the-scenes look at her real life and real dynamics with her husband. She is picking and choosing what should be considered as jokes and what is serious to, again, deflect criticism. This is likely the exact same thing she does to Akash in their personal relationship, which is why he doesn't even realize he is being disrespected and humiliated. Akash certainly complains about his relationship while doing stand-up.
My wife is objectively gorgeous. Me? Nah. So that's what you gotta do. I gotta work my ass off, and then every time she starts looking at me and she starts assessing my beauty, I just throw a bag at that. Chest pass! I'm telling you, ladies, if you have...
You know what's crazy, too? I genuinely believe that's true. I think his girl would be like, this might be time for me to move on. Hold on. I got you a go yard.
A good guy, do you know what he needs? A vacation. You hear it all the time. A relationship is hard work. Marriage is a job. Well, every good job gives you 2 weeks vacation. And if you have a good man, I promise you I know what his dream vacation is. Because every good guy's dream...
This is my difference between other niggas. Now, I'm not saying this is what's going to happen in my life. But what I'm looking for is someone that will be my vacation. I don't need you to be my vacation every day. But I need you to be my vacation when I'm going through it. If I can't be with my girl and not be stressed out, that's not my girl. I don't want to be with my girl and be like, this is such a fucking job. This is such a chore. If I feel like that, that just means I don't love you. And that's how I feel. But I'm a youngin', so this is coming from a young nigga.
Dream vacation is your vacation. Go somewhere. Go anywhere you want.
But in a more personal setting, like a podcast for example, Akash is significantly more graceful when talking about his wife.
She just says everything she's feeling at whatever moment. It's done. She just tells me when she's pissed off at me. It just all comes out. It took me a while to appreciate that because initially I'm like, why are you so combative? What's this about? God damn, stop fighting with me all the time. And then I was like, oh no, she just lets it out and she's free. All these little social niceties that we all do where we just lie.
Bro took the simping crown from Will Smith. Feeling the pressure from all the backlash, Akash started interrupting his stand-up performances to talk about social media.
I don't think that's fair. I would love my girl to be a girl who's willing to tell me when I'm doing something wrong to make her feel bad. I think that's fair, but
media drama. As one fan wrote, I went to the 7 p.m. show last night and it was extremely awkward. He was clearly not processing the situation well and he ended the set 20 minutes early. He spent the first 10 to 15 minutes of the set talking about the controversy, how his wife has been loyal to him, and everything she has been saying is just jokes and is fine with him. No one in the crowd knew how to take this information, and I truly believe that the majority of fans there had no idea any of this was going on. This only made him spending like 1/3 of his set on it even more awkward. He then proceeded to jokingly call his wife a whore every time he brought her up, which was just not helping. I think it ruined his whole set and the mood never recovered, which I think is why he ended early. Other fans recalled a similar experience, and they all seemed to share the sentiment that Akash was clearly rattled by the ordeal and his performance was suffering as a result. One fan even claimed that he asked beforehand if the crowd had heard about the drama and was relieved to find out most of them hadn't. Someone else recorded a recent performance Akash did in which he tries to explain why he thinks his wife isn't what the internet says she is.
These narratives, people calling your wife a gold digger and a whore, all these other things, it's a shame. So I'm going to tell one story that I have never even told her, honestly.
Oh yeah, this is when he was talking about
my wife and I met in 20.
When he was broke and then she... I'm pretty sure in this story, she came out... No, I don't know, but I think she was the reason why he was broke and then she was going to leave him. If I remember correctly, she was planning on leaving him and going to her country, back to her country with her family. Yeah, and I think he got lucky or some shit. I forgot. I think he was doing a Netflix show, and then it banged, and then he got good. I think that's what happened.
I was not making much money. I was getting $25 a night doing stand-up. I was on MTV shows that paid dog shit money. But then in 2018, I went flat broke. 34 years old. I probably made $4,000.
You hear the niggas in the background laughing because they thought it was a joke? Man, he's not making a joke, but he's telling the truth. What the fuck?
Entire year, and we couldn't even afford the living room we lived in New York City. Me and her sleeping on a hardwood floor. I'm 34 years old. She's 25 years old. I'm looking at this girl like, man, you could go be with an Indian who's a doctor. I have nothing to give her. It's just a light jacket. It's like October. We have nothing. So I hand her the jacket, and then she said, "What's this for?" I said, "You can use that as a pillow." And then she goes, "Well, what are you going to use?" And I said, "I'll figure it out." She handed me back the jacket. She goes, "You take this." And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl.
Let me tell you something. The girl was hugged up on you, thinking about, it's about that time I leave. I'm sorry. That's what she was thinking, man. She was hugged up on you thinking about, it's about that time.
And then she laid with her head on my chest and her arm around me the entire night. And I remember thinking in that moment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to marry this girl because I'm so broken.
Wedges down, nigga.
Bussin'. Time in my life. But I know I will never find a girl that loves me this much ever again.
Now this paints the narrative of a girl who was loyal to the core to a man who was at his lowest moment, and therefore deserves the fruits of his success. But there is a few key details that he left out, because shortly after this story that Akash explained of them sleeping on the floor, really Ghislaine did actually leave him, but then came back to him when his career was revived. Akash says that he made nearly no money during the first 4 years of their relationship, and then went broke in 2018. However, they both have publicly claimed that he was making a 6-figure salary in 2017.
He was getting a lot of work from MTV, like his first show was Wildin' Out, and then he did Guy Code, and he was just like on a bunch of MTV shows, and he was able to like reach a 6-figure salary, which at the time was really huge for us. But then in 2018, like all of the opportunities started to dry up. He was kind of aging out of the MTV bracket, and he wasn't really getting any attention from the industry. So he was pretty much losing all his income, and at the same time, I was working a really toxic job with like a toxic manager and like working till 2 a.m, and it just caused a lot of stress on our relationship.
I had like 7 MTV shows. I wasn't making crazy money. I was making like low 6 figures. But my girlfriend at the time, she moved into our place.
Niggas talking about I wasn't making crazy money. I was making low 6 figures. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. Like, a nigga making low six figures, and you somehow are broke. Yeah, what the fuck are you doing? Like, how are you going broke, making low six figures, unless you're living in like New York City, LA, Toronto? There's no way you're making low six figures and you're broke. That don't make sense.
And all of a sudden, end of 2017, all the shows started suddenly getting canceled one by one. So I went from making like a low six figures, nothing crazy, but six figures in 2017 to 2018, probably making like $4,000 for the whole year. I'm not even exaggerating.
Jasleen actually did end up dumping Akash during this dark time, sparked by what she claims was a fight between her and Akash's mother. Then the two eventually got back together months later, and conveniently enough, Akash's Flagrant podcast was just starting to blow up and was making $10,000 a month in Patreon revenue. Akash and Jasleen finally decided to sit down.
And that's low, man. Look at that. Look at that graph.
Conveniently enough, Akash's
this nigga making
podcast
money right now. This nigga making money. 10 bands. So in their peak, they were making over 100, like over 95K, 98K. That's so crazy. And that's just a Patreon.
Was just starting to blow up and was making $10,000 a month in Patreon revenue. Akash and Jasleen finally decided to sit down and address all of the backlash on the Flagrant podcast. Andrew and the guys created this trial where they pretended to investigate Jasleen and ask her all of the tough questions that the internet is demanding answers to. What's funny is that everyone seems to be enjoying this besides Akash. He is easily the least animated one throughout the pod and seems like he just wants to get this thing over with. Now, the two didn't say anything that we haven't heard before. Jasleen basically chalks everything up to being just a joke or exaggerated because most people don't contextualize her background and upbringing.
Have you ever heard of the repressed Catholic schoolgirl?
Never.
I was, you know.
My drink is down. Now let me chill now. We don't gotta eat. We don't wanna eat everything, man.
Okay, so I was
Catholic school was in his living room. Imagine how repressed he was.
I was a repressed Indian girl that I didn't even watch Jersey Shore in high school because I felt it to be too inappropriate. So when I got to college, I'm like, oh my God, I can dress however I want. I can do whatever I want.
You can have a roster of frat boys.
But
what does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And when you say hooking up, I think people think...
None. She didn't say hooking up. Yay. Let's not put words in her mouth that she didn't say, nigga. Stop doing that shit, gang. That's not what she said. Gosh, don't put words in her mouth, nigga. She said she was popping that shit. She was popping that pussy. Come on, gang. Stop putting words in her mouth, nigga. They go, you made me mad. Like, what are we talking about, nigga? Explain to me what popping your pussy mean. She ain't say she was, she was, what do you say? Hooking up. Mud. That's not what she said. She said she was popping her shit. Mud, I'm gonna keep it out butt with you. Now, if you said hooking up, I will give you the benefit of the doubt that, yeah, maybe you're just kissing the bitch. You know what I'm saying? But you said you was popping your pussy. What the fuck does that mean? Is you getting fucked or is you getting fucked?
Roster of frat boys.
What does a roster mean?
So it didn't actually translate to a roster. It just meant like two guys I was talking to and flirting with at the same time. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah, when you say hooking up, I think people think...
I mean, I just meant making out. Again, like everything I say...
Popping your pussy was you were only making out. Yeah, man. What the fuck did your pussy have to do with popping, then, huh? What the fuck did your pussy have to do with the popping, then, huh? If all you was doing was giving a little peck, 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 your pussy was not being popped. You know what I'm saying? Your pussy was not being popped. No cherry was being popped, nigga.
Is so amplified and hyperbolic because it's so like incongruous to who I'm actually.
Oh my god, bitch using big ass words to try and make like she seems like she right, nigga. You're not right, what, nigga? What are you talking about? I wish niggas would bring out the video of her saying it so she could be like, okay, yes. So what I meant by popping my pussy was that I was actually giving very big smooches to people, and then you know how your lips are kind of in the shape of a pussy. That's what I really was talking about. Like they were really popping my lips, not my pussy, my lips. Yes,
a person.
Right. So you're saying you're a big old prude.
Yeah, literally.
Throughout the episode, Akash is kind of bullying and teasing her constantly
as if
this is to prove that they do it to each other and it's not just a one-sided thing, even though on podcasts before this, he is typically more graceful towards her and is not just outright calling her a bitch.
Yeah. She's actually made a non-cooking ass bitch.
God, you
I
can
do
make that?
Why did a nigga just laugh? Nigga laugh at that shit. That shit was not funny.
Really?
This useless.
Oh, now you cook. Now you know how to make the punjami, the clean
All
up.
due respect, please. You gotta say with all due respect. Well, I guess it's your
Well, I
wife.
thought the internet was right about everything.
And that's some of the worst. No.
Golding a woman.
Yeah. Okay, so you can make all these things.
Yeah.
One of the more interesting moments was when the two discussed her bringing up.
So that means your podcast is fake, huh? You're not the main character then. You're not what you say you are. You're not what you say you are then. It's one or the other. It's either you're lying, right, about what you think yourself as on the podcast. You think you're a main character. That means you're lying about that. Or I don't know
being so persistent about having an with her co-host's
I don't know where I was
husband.
going with
And
this.
again, she said it was just a joke, but in the middle of that, she remained firm in her stance that she was a virgin, and even Andrew was surprised.
So if she had a body count, I would have been like, hey, cut the. But because she doesn't, and I know how like innocent.
Well, how the fuck would you know? He's saying because she doesn't have a body count, and I know how innocent she is. Her saying that she would fuck my I guess my friend. I guess she would fuck my friend who is also married. It's okay to me. Okay, understood.
And she actually is.
Oh, you are a virgin? That's real?
I was
You
a
were a
virgin
virgin?
until I met him. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, good to know.
Yeah.
And if she wasn't, that body count thing, I'd have been like, what are we doing here?
Right.
Because I would have been insecure about it. But I can be, not that I'm so secure, but with that joke, I'm like so secure.
Yeah, got gray hairs.
Absolutely would
This
feel
thing,
insecure.
Hey man, I don't believe anything he says. This nigga got gray hairs in his beard. That nigga stressed out.
And I think
Yeah.
stupidly, I was like, oh, it's all of us. It's not like
Yeah,
talking.
that is stupid.
Yeah.
But the 87,000 dislikes on the video says that the viewers were not exactly believing whatever they were saying. Are they trying to convince us or themselves?
Word.
Akash still believes her body count is 1. At this point, someone needs to interview one of those frat boys. The fake laughing is almost corporate level.
Yo.
That being said, it seems like Akash genuinely believes his wife is out of his league. He said publicly that she is far more attractive.
I think that's true. Your girl is far out your league
than any woman he thought he could ever get. When you feel lucky just to be with someone, you start letting things slide that would normally hurt you. You convince
you know bitches that would fuck away that was out of my league? Mad bitches. But I don't mean nothing. None of them girls were treating me like no fucking hoe. All them bitches was treating me with love. You know what I mean? Granted, it didn't last that long because I was a bum ass nigga that was scary. You know what I'm saying? Not anymore, obviously, nigga. I got that one body. I'm like demon now. But that doesn't mean anything, bro. Just because your bitch is a bad bitch and she's way better than you, don't mean she can treat you like anything.
yourself, the jokes don't mean anything. The disrespect isn't real, and the public humiliation is just content.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm eating your cookie. I know. I'm not supposed to eat your cookie, but I'm sorry.
Jazlene behaves like someone who assumes she'll be forgiven no matter what, so she has no reason to self-reflect on her behavior because her husband doesn't push back. You can only see where this will lead. Eventually, Akash won't be able to supply her demands. The vacations aren't enough. The house isn't big enough. The clothes aren't expensive enough. The bedroom activities aren't enough. And that stuff is hard enough to deal with privately. Now he has to run the risk of her expressing all of these frustrations publicly on her TikTok and podcast. It seems that Jazlene is a product of a generation that confuses on-screen dysfunctionality with personality, treating toxic characters as an aesthetic role model with main character energy.
Like, the closest character to me is probably Maddie from Euphoria.
Maddie from Euphoria is a character best known for her engagement in toxic relationships and selfish personality, oftentimes emotionally harming other people to get what she wants. So it's interesting that Jazlene says she can only act as Maddie because she can only act like herself. Jazlene does not see Maddie as a problematic teenage girl. She sees her as a diva and an icon, and resonates with her as a result.
That's the main
if
character.
Someone has a problem with her behavior, then they're just an incel, or
I don't even think she's the main
or
character.
a misogynist. But if the pushback comes from someone that she loves, like her friend or her husband, then it's
This
just
nigga
jokes.
is dabbing
It
up
kinda
these
reminds
fucking
me of
midgets.
what's called the
What the
narcissist
fuck?
prayer. That didn't happen, and if it did, it wasn't that bad. And
Hey man, I live by this too, bitch.
And if it was, that's not a big deal. And if it is, that's not my fault.
Period.
And if it was, I didn't mean it. And if I did, you deserved it.
Facts.
During their initial podcast appearance, Fresh and Fit discussed the concept of men having leverage in their relationships. And while their opinions were a lot more skewed to men having the financial and emotional power over their partner, the core idea underneath it is much simpler. Respect. Any normal person understands that a relationship is supposed to be 50-50, which doesn't have to mean equal income. It means equal effort, equal care, equal consideration. But in this marriage, Jasleen holds all the emotional power because Akash fears she will just leave him for someone else. And the truth is, she could.
Hey, you know what's crazy? They both have the same fear, which is so interesting. He has a fear that she'll leave him because he doesn't feel like he's enough. And she has a fear that he'll leave him, which is why she's starting her career, because her fear doesn't stem from him leaving. Her fear stems from the money leaving with him. And it's so interesting. It's such an interesting dynamic, bro, because the fear is the same thing, but it stems from different reasons, which is so crazy. It's so crazy, man. Humans are just such an interesting creatures.
He could get someone more successful, more handsome, and he will deal with all of her shortcomings. At some point, Akash will have to draw a line, and only then will he truly figure out if his wife is just joking.
I think she's gonna draw the line before he draws the line. She gonna realize that he's going back to 2018, falling off, losing money. The only way he would fall off though is if Flagrant kicks him out. And I doubt that would ever happen unless Flagrant gets a lot of hate for keeping him on the show. And I doubt niggas are gonna hate on him for being on the show, because they're not gonna hate on him just because it's like they dislike it, but they're not gonna hate the nigga because of his wife. It's more so that they pity the nigga, and then out of pity they start to dislike him. But I don't know.
Or not. I can only hope that this type of love never finds any of you. This relationship dynamic is eerily similar to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith, who put all of their extremely nonsensical and strange ways of justifying their broken marriage on full display. But if you want to hear more about that, check out this video.
But Jada Pinkett was so much different though, because hers stemmed from wanting to fuck another nigga, bro. But W video, Patrick, deadass. This is good videos, bro. Let me see what niggas. This guy wifed up the first girl that talked to him. Nah, because the way it happened was the first girl that talked to him, Drake's.
Now I use whisper flow. I just think out loud and it creates perfect formatted text.
Oh yeah, I'm on that video. That video sounds interesting, bud. How long is that video? 30 minutes. I'm not watching that. Never mind. The guy wifed up the first girl that talked to him. Right, whatever. She's so obnoxious I can't even watch the video all the way through. At least I'm not Akash, Will Smith. How can one be so narcissistic with such little achievement, skill, or personality? May my friends find this enemy find this relationship. How do you get friend zone after the marriage? That's actually crazy. Don't believe she is taught to her delusion. You know I'm a virgin, right? Both of these people are walking red flags. Okay, interesting. Why? She's narcissistic and wants to be worshipped like a god. Hey man, sometimes ain't nothing wrong want to be worshipped, but I like a god's crazy. He's got low self-esteem, so that makes him a red flag. That he'll put up with anything because he's terrified that she'll leave. Nigga, that's a red flag? I mean, I guess. I don't think that's a red flag. That's not a red flag, brother. That's just being pathetic. Yeah, this nigga said it. He's not even funny. He's funny. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You can act like the nigga. You can act like he's not funny, but let's not act like he's not funny, because the nigga is genuinely funny. He's a funny nigga, but he's pathetic, and there's nothing wrong with that. And a lot of but look. My goat Astro Dior says that the best. There has to be a nigga who will be used. Every fucking version of people, rich, poor, influential, non-influential, they all have a couple people in that category that are pathetic losers that are willing to be used. Hey man, it's just how the world works, my nigga. You got to have a nigga who's going to get used. Don't try to save Akash. He don't want to be saved. Yeah, he don't want to be saved, bro. That's a problem. And that's what niggas need to realize, bro. Sometimes you can't save a nigga from himself. That's what you can't save a nigga from himself, bro. That's the problem. You niggas trying to save him from himself, but he's the one that put himself in that position. He wants to be in that position. He likes that position. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to save a nigga from what he likes, bro. But yo, if you enjoyed that video, hit that like button, subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? If you want another video be dropped on the same day, hit that get this video to 1 like. Yes, only 1 like. Peace.